What's going on, guys? This is Jekyll, and I'm gonna bring you another moto vlog video today. Don't really have anything specific planned to talk about. I'm just gonna kind of ramble on about a bunch of nothing, pretty much, I guess. We're gonna be taking a different trip. We're gonna go to a local motorsports dealership that's around my area. It's over in Ohio, so we're gonna be crossing the bridge here in a minute. And like I said in the previous episode, you will see a lot of the same things around here until I start like making trips elsewhere to, say, farther up in Ohio, probably into Pennsylvania, possibly other places in West Virginia, northern West Virginia, central, down towards the capital and whatnot. But for now, it's going to be a lot of the same things until I see just kind of where this channel is going to be going. But yeah, I thought I'd just go to the motorsports dealership, just kind of browse some things. Not really looking to buy anything, just see what they got. And thought I'd make a video on my way there. There used to be a really good grocery store right there. Burnt down a few weeks ago. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to think of things to talk about on the way there. There might be jump cuts in this video where I'm paused, or like me personally being paused, not the video, but where I lose like track of like something to talk about when I'm trying to think of something to talk about, I guess. I realize that my sound quality probably isn't going to be the greatest right now. I don't have one of the little foam wind protector things for my mic, so there's probably going to be a lot of wind interference, and I might have to stop to get gas here in a little bit too. That probably won't be on the video. I'm going to try to make the video last to when I get to the motorsports dealership, just so you guys can kind of see it and everything. I don't think I'm going to record while I'm in there, just because I know a lot of people do. They'll like walk around businesses and stuff with their GoPros recording and still talking, but I don't know, I feel kind of stupid doing that, sitting there talking to myself. I don't really know what else to talk about. This road construction's really starting to piss me off. They've had it like this for like 2 weeks now, and for whatever fucking reason, everybody's like, oh, we need to go fucking 20 miles under the fucking speed limit through here. It's not really 20, I kind of exaggerated that. But it's really pissing me off because now there's only one fucking lane. That's my old high school. It's shut down now. Not for like health purposes or anything like that. They built a new one that's back the opposite direction. That's like 10 times nicer than that one, which they opened it up like 2 years after. No, a year and a half after I graduated. They opened up the new one. So I was like, oh yeah, that's fucking nice. I wish I would have gotten to go to that. But nope, they decided to say, fuck you. Let's see, upcoming things. I don't really know a whole lot of what's coming up. I know there's a lot of fairs and festivals around this area. Might try to take a trip to those, record them, maybe, I don't know. Just kind of test the waters everywhere, see what you guys like, what we like to see, what you might want to see in the future. There was a good car show that was going on, not yesterday, but the day before, that I wish I would have recorded. I was on my bike at the time too. I just didn't record it for whatever fucking reason. Probably had a fucking lapse of memory. Or a lapse of thought. I don't really fucking know what I was trying to say right there. I'm fucking stupid. Oh my god, I fucking hate people that gotta slow me the fuck down. Goodbye to you. Moving on up, moving on up. When I was still in high school, this bridge is exactly a quarter-mile long. And when I was back in high school, this is where me and my friends would come to race our vehicles illegally. But hey, you always do illegal shit when you're in high school. I've gone through a lot of vehicles. That's something I can talk about, I guess. My first car, I saved up and bought it when I was 16. Actually, when I turned 16. And it was a 2000 Z24 Chevy Cavalier convertible. Why they made the Cavalier in a fucking Z24, I have no idea. But it was cherry fucking red. It was a convertible. And the thing was like such a piece of shit, but it was also a tank at like the same fucking time. Because me and my friends tore the shit out of that thing. And we actually had a YouTube channel back in the day where me and my friends would do just stupid stunts. It was pretty much jackass videos of us just doing stupid shit. Stupid like redneck shit. And my car was used in a lot of those. Whether it was like jumping off the roof into the fucking back of it while the top was down as I drove by, or we took a piece of gardening hose, shut it in the trunk, and tied the other end of the garden hose. If you don't fucking, I don't know, that was illegal as shit what I just did. We took the other end of the garden hose, and we tied it to one of those like wooden pallets that you would stack shit on, and we drove up to the local park, which is where I went in the previous video, just to see if there was people up there. And there's a lot more to that park. It's a lot of like gravel roads and shit going through it. And we took my car and someone would ride on the fucking pallet, and we'd go like 30 something miles an hour, probably closer to 40 miles per hour, out of fucking gravel road, just pulling each other on that fucking pallet. Because we're idiots like that. And we just did a lot of like stupid shit with that. That car had been ramped and everything. And for me, like, I can only deal with a vehicle for like so long. I think I had that car for like 6 months, maybe a little longer. It might have been like 8 months. I was like, alright, I want something new. I live in West Virginia, I need something practical for West Virginia. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a truck. Sold that car, used some money that I had saved up, plus the money from that car, bought a 1998 Ford Ranger. I know you're thinking Ford Ranger is a tiny little truck and everything, but this is the V6, and even though it was a 98, it was in like perfect condition. The guy that owned it before me, it was just an older guy, and he would only ever drive it to like go to the store and then back to his house. It was garage kept, had no fucking rust on it. The thing was like immaculate, looked brand fucking new for being a 98. And it only had 54,000 miles on it, I think, at the time when I got it. And I had it for like 6 months or so and sold it because I was like, this thing doesn't get very good gas mileage for a kid that's in high school that doesn't have a job. And what the fuck is going on here? And then hey, these people, I guess their last name is Winland. But yeah, when I sold it, I had some more money saved up, and the money that I used for or the money that I got back from selling that truck, because I sold it for more than what I paid for it, which is what I did with all my vehicles. But I bought a 2006 Scion TC that was turbocharged. Once I had gotten it, and I love that car too, it was a 5-speed. Once I had gotten it, I put a second turbo on it, so it was twin turboed on a fucking 4-cylinder. It was goofy as hell. I kept the stock rims, but I took them off, sanded them down, and painted them black. I ordered a spoiler online, put the spoiler on it, and not one of the big ass like street racing fins that look kind of goofy on vehicles. It was like one of the spoilers that were supposed to go with Scions. Put that on it. I completely custom wired in new stereo and two 12-inch subwoofers in the back of it. I put on brand new custom halo lights on the front of it, custom tinted tail lights. I did so much work to that car, and I fucking loved it. That car was my baby, and I still miss that car to this day. But I was getting ready to go to college, which obviously I'm not even in college anymore. Alright, I signed up for the military leaving high school. I had a month-long summer break from graduating high school to when I left for the military. And then when I got back, I still had the car, but I was starting college. And where my college is, in the winter, I probably would have been dead with that car. Just because I would have drove off a fucking hill in a snowstorm or into a tree. So I traded the car in, used more money from savings bonds that I had been saving for a while. And all the money that I had saved up from like basic training and my signing bonus that I had gotten and everything. And I bought a 2013 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport Edition. And that's the current vehicle that I have. It's the 4-door and everything. I've put a 3-inch suspension lift on it. I put 33-inch Nitto Terra Grappler tires on it. Bull bar on the front of it. Made custom side steps for it. I had a custom box made for my two 12-inch subwoofers that were in my Scion, so it would fit behind the back seat of the Tacoma, where I had to take out the plastic storage compartments that were in there. And I put that in, wired in my subwoofers and everything, which in that truck, putting it into the stock and everything was such a fucking pain in the ass. It took me 4 fucking hours to do that, but did it, got it done, and that's where it's at right now. And you'll probably see my truck in some of the videos, and actually I think it was in the beginning of the last video as I was pulling out of my garage. I'll probably extend the video a little bit just so it shows that part of it now, since I've mentioned it. But what the fuck is going on up here? This is some horse shit. Maybe I should have gone the West Virginia side. Someone's leaking oil. Why is there so much road construction going on? I have no fucking idea. In both states, road construction is fucking everywhere. Ohio and West Virginia. This town that I'm going to, it's called Marietta. Marietta, Ohio. It's another city, I guess you could call it. It's not very big, but it's smaller than Parkersburg. But this is actually where I was born. I was born in Marietta, Ohio. I was born there. We lived in Parkersburg till I was like 6 months old, maybe. Moved to Kentucky It's a town over by Paducah. It's not Paducah, it's like just outside of Paducah. A really small town over by Kentucky Lake and everything. Lived there till I was almost 6. Then moved here to West Virginia, and this is where I've lived my entire life pretty much. Shouldn't say pretty much because it is, except if you want to count the like 4 months that I lived in Missouri for basic training. Because technically I did live there, but came back here. It's all just temporary. Why would they do this whole road at the same time? That is stupid. You do like one side, that way you keep one lane open at all times. Like one good lane, not like torn to shit like this. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a different opinion on how they're doing road construction here. I imagine there probably are a lot of people in Ohio that ride motorcycles more along the lines of street bikes. It just seems like a more common thing in Ohio to ride a street bike as opposed to a cruiser. A cruiser, I don't know, and sorry if I offend anybody by saying this, but it just seems like a more, for around this area, it seems more like something that the good old country boys and rednecks are going to be doing, and older people, is ride cruisers. You're not going to see any old guys on street bikes, which, to prove myself wrong already, I did meet a guy that was in his like 50s the other day on a fucking street bike. It was a nice ass street bike too. I talked to him and he said he was meeting his son, so him and his son could ride around on their street bikes, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, apparently some old people do ride street bikes. I don't know, it just didn't seem like a thing to me, I guess. It seemed like more of an old person thing to ride like cruisers. Get a Harley as your like midlife crisis. But I went really off topic there, but yeah, all you guys in Ohio that might watch these videos that are motorcycle riders, hit me up. Maybe we can do a meetup sometime or something. I'm always looking for people to ride with. Doesn't matter to me at all. Yeah, just leave a comment or leave your email or something. I'll get a hold of you. If you want to cruise sometime, if you're in the area, or even if you're up in like Columbus or anything, or even Akron. I got family up in Akron. I could go up and visit them. We could go ride and everything, do like sort of a meetup. I know I'm not a popular YouTuber or anything, but hey, it's always nice meeting new people. I don't know why I'm in such a high gear all fucking already. It might be a little embarrassing, me on my shifting, mainly because I am newer. This is the first street legal motorcycle I've ever owned, and I've only had it for like 5 months. But so I am still kind of a noob at this. I've been riding dirt bikes before this, but it's a whole different monster when you go from riding dirt bikes on like racing dirt bikes on like trails and stuff to riding street bikes. Whole different monster. It surprised me so much, and in my opinion it's honestly easier. For me, riding like a street bike is like 10 times easier than riding my dirt bike out our fucking trails that we have built where we practice for our races. It's fucking nuts. Because I didn't get to ride my dirt bike since probably October was the last time I rode my dirt bike, because it just gets too cold around here. And it's just miserable trying to ride in the winter.